Winter is coming. Or it has come. I'm not quite sure how they sort these things out in Westeros, but the final season is coming, and it looks like it's going to be an epic finish. Hi, I'm your host, Brian Rollins, and this is episode 7 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. This week we're diving into the books from A Song of Ice and Fire, as well as the TV show, Game of Thrones. Most of the questions will apply to both the books and the show. Where they aren't, I'll let you know. If you're new here and need the scoring rules, head over to dorkygeekynerdy.com/rules. We have several sets you can use for solo or group play. On the site, you can also find links to follow us on social media. The show, as always, will consist of 3 rounds of 10 questions each, with each round getting harder. You'll have 5 seconds to answer each question. I see the dragons are getting antsy, so let's get started. The Dorky Round. Number 1. In what year did the show premiere? (2011). Number 2. What was Catelyn Stark's maiden name? Tully. Number 3. What is Peter Baelish's nickname? Littlefinger. Number 4. Khal Drogo is a leader of what people? The Dothraki. Number 5. Who is the Mountain? Sir Gregor Clegane. Number 6. The first time Tyrion asks for trial by combat, who acts as his champion? Bronn. Number 7. Who is the Kingslayer? Sir Jaime Lannister. Number 8. Who was the first of Cersei's children to die? And it couldn't happen fast enough. Joffrey. Number 9. What is the name of the Starks' ancestral home? Winterfell. Number 10. What alchemical substance does Tyrion use to win the Battle of the Blackwater? Wildfire. The Geeky Round. Number 1. In what year was the first book, A Game of Thrones, released? (1996). Number 2. What are the house words for House Lannister? Hear me roar. Number 3. What is the name of Bran's direwolf? Summer. Number 4. How many kings are involved in the Clash of Kings? 5. Number 5. Who is the Onion Knight? Sir Davos Seaworth. Number 6. What song is played during the Red Wedding? The Rains of Castamere. Number 7. Longclaw, Oathkeeper, and Widow's Wail are swords made from what material? Valyrian steel. Number 8. What 2 novels take place concurrently? That'd be the 4th and 5th books, A Feast for Crows and A Dance with Dragons. Number 9. Maesters study their craft where? The Citadel in Old Town. Number 10. What group includes Lord Beric Dondarrion and Thoros of Myr? They belong to the Brotherhood Without Banners. Okay, let's take a break for the book of the week. This week's book is Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. Centuries before the events of A Game of Thrones, House Targaryen, the only family of dragon lords to survive the doom of Valyria, took up residence on Dragonstone. Fire and Blood begins their tale with the legendary Aegon the Conqueror, creator of the Iron Throne, and goes on to recount the generations of Targaryens who fought to hold that iconic seat, all the way up to the civil war that nearly tore their dynasty apart. What really happened during the Dance of Dragons? Why was it so deadly to visit Valyria after the doom? What were Maegor the Cruel's worst crimes? What was it like in Westeros when the dragons ruled the skies? These are but a few questions answered in this essential chronicle, as related by a learned maester of the Citadel and featuring more than 80 all-new black and white illustrations by artist Doug Wheatley. Readers have glimpsed small parts of this narrative in such volumes as The World of Ice and Fire, but now for the first time the full tapestry of Targaryen history is revealed. You can get a link for this book and all our previous books of the week at www.dorkygeekynerdy.com/book. Now, let's finish the show. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. Of all the Starks, which 2 are never viewpoint characters in the books? Robb and Rickon. Number 2. What are the names of the 3 Baratheon boys? Robert, Stannis, and Renly. Number 3. Assuming it's ever released, what is the planned title of the 7th and final book in the series? A Dream of Spring. Number 4. What was the name of Tywin Lannister's wife? Joanna. Number 5. What was the real name of the Mad King? Aerys Targaryen, or Aerys II. Number 6. Who killed Jon Arryn? His wife, Lysa Arryn. Number 7. Which house has the words unbowed, unbent, unbroken? House Martell. Number 8. Samwell Tarly hails from where? The Tarleys are lords of Horn Hill. Number 9. Yara Greyjoy goes by what name in the books? Asha Greyjoy. She was renamed to avoid confusion with Osha. Number 10. What was the name of Margaery and Loras's father? Mace Tyrell. Did you survive the Game of Thrones? If you didn't, don't worry. The consequences aren't nearly as severe as the one in the books. And you'll have next week to try again. Speaking of which, here's your clue. What cartoon series premiering in 1934 had its title inspired by Walt Disney's Silly Symphonies? Something a little lighter after slogging through Westeros is in order, I think. This has been the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. You can find us at www.dorkygeekynerdy.com. Please subscribe and rate us on your favorite podcast directory. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. Thanks for listening.